The opening hours of the Rolex 24 at Daytona were a masterclass in Porsche Penske Motorsport speed, punctuated by absolute chaos behind them. From the very start, the drama was relentless. Pole sitter Renger van der Zande in the Acura was immediately jumped by Louis Delétreze's Cadillac, only for van der Zande to snatch the lead back moments later. But the story was unfolding in his mirrors. As the field poured into Turn 1 for the first time, disaster struck the LMP2 class. A multi-car pileup immediately involved several entries, scattering debris and damaging hopes early. The number 11 and number 2 cars suffered significant nose damage, with the number 2 eventually being pushed behind the wall. The incident brought out the first caution, but not before Felipe Nasr in the number 7 Penske Porsche executed a stunning move, vaulting past both the Acura and Cadillac to seize the overall lead. The race would barely get going again. On the restart, Nasr pulled away cleanly, but another caution flew almost instantly. This time, a GT car lost control and slammed hard into the tire barrier in Turn 1. 2 full-course yellows had flown within the first 15 minutes, setting a frantic tone. Once the race finally found a green flag rhythm, the 2 factory Porsches, the number 7 of Nasr and the number 6 of Kevin Estre, began to flex their muscle. They built a commanding lead over the chasing Acura, swapping positions strategically as they cycled through their first pit stops. But the race was far from clean. Pittsburgh Lane saw a fire break out on a Ferrari, quickly extinguished with white powder. Drive-through penalties were handed out for pit speed violations and on-track contact. The number 31 Cadillac was pushed off into the grass, tumbling to the back of the GTP field. Just as the Porsches seemed to be settling into a dominant rhythm, more drama struck. For minutes into the second hour, the left front tire on the number 62 Risi Competizione Ferrari began to unravel, sending the car limping and bringing out the race's third caution. This yellow period allowed the Porsche team to address bodywork damage on the number 6 car, suffered earlier in the race, but it cost them track position, relegating them down the order. Through all the incidents and cautions, one car remained consistently at the sharp end, the number 7 Porsche. After a driver change, young Laurin Heinrich found himself behind the wheel and, as the race hit the 6-hour mark, he made the decisive move. He passed the leading JDC Miller Porsche to put the number 7 back out front, a position it had held for much of the chaotic opening. Behind him, a BMW slotted into third, but the story of the first quarter of this endurance classic was one of Porsche pace and survival through a storm of early attrition.